2.1, sorry. Approval of the agenda.
So moved.
So,
All right, I got a motion and a second to approve the agenda.
never mind, go ahead.
All in favor say aye. All opposed? All right, 3.1, approval of the minutes.
I've had some issues with some of the minutes.
Well, I do too.
Concerning the April 20th meeting minutes, and around the motion that was made in that meeting, something roughly that the board, or any member on this board, not take any issue to a legislator or anybody in Raleigh without the full board having knowledge of it. It was put in the minutes that it was passed unanimously, and I voted against it.
I didn't vote.
And well, I'm gonna get to that,
So a no vote goes with the majority.
Well, there's some other circumstances around that. Well, I just give some backdrop. Many of us even voted for it, acknowledged that it was redundant, and still voted for it, and of course I voted against it. The second thing, though, was that the reason I didn't vote for it is I am not convinced that anyone violated policy 2100. Furthermore, the fact is getting more and more clear. It's becoming more and more clear that the motion is actually a part of an admonition directed at 3 implied but formerly unnamed board members. This is a false narrative. It has been put forth that 3 or some combination of the 3 board members acted with the authority of the board. Clearly that did not happen. Also, just going back to what John trying to say in a minute, I think much of the board was confused about the motion, even being up for vote. I know a lot of people didn't vote. I did vote against it. And I would hope that we could send it back for further clarification and in appropriate place, make a motion to reconsider where everybody can vote.
Sir, what I have to say is that if you read the motion, it says, listen, it says, and let me find it, I'm sorry.
What you mean, where are we at? And
we're
I'm
on,
not
April
interrupt, I'm
20th.
trying to follow y'all.
We're on April 20th,
I'm trying to-
2023. Yeah, not the closed session.
Give me just a second, I'm trying to find it.
That's fine, I need a second to pull it up too. Okay, I'm on it now, I guess. Where are we at?
For some reason, I can't find it, but basically the motion says that we cannot go out and talk to anyone about anything regarding the board. I could call my wife and tell her I've got an issue, I'm in the board meeting and I've got a concern about something, and we can't, that's a wide open motion that you voted on. Also, Ms. Walker had just said just before that the vote was called that we already had a policy on that, and then we adopted a new policy, the same policy that we already had.
So Ms. Booth, would you clarify your motion that you had that day?
Thank you. For some reason, I can't find it.
My motion was, Mr. Chairman, that no member of this board would go to any legislator or any Raleigh person without acknowledging the full board to let them know.
On the
that they were
board's behalf.
It's still a bit broad. I mean, I know a lot of people in Raleigh.
Charles, can you read that motion? I can't find it for some reason.
I can't find it in the minutes either right at the moment, but in my notes, it's similar to this, that this board and any member on this board is not taking any issue to any legislator or anybody in Raleigh without the full board having knowledge of it. But that's not exactly what's in the minutes, and I can't put my finger on that at the moment.
I've got the minutes here. It says no board member, board education member, send information to anyone without full board approval.
That's a wide open statement.
Here's how it is in the minutes. The local board of education of Beaver County Schools is authorized to use vote. That's not it.
It's like Gary.
Yeah.
It's
I'm sorry, I was reading the wrong.
I read it from the.
Yeah,
the-
yeah,
It's
I got jumped up on the line, sorry
It's
about
at
that.
the end of number 3.
Yeah, the end of number 3.
But Ms. Booth's motion was not that you can't speak, now, and correct me, Ms. Booth, if I'm wrong, not that you can't speak to a legislator or anybody. It's not that you can't, it's you can't do it and say that on behalf of the board, blah, 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 blah.
Exactly.
Because unless you've been instructed to speak
Exactly.
on behalf of the board, anything you say to anybody concerning education, whether it be here or somewhere else, that's just a personal statement.
Yeah.
But we already know
Am I
that.
right, Ms.
You are
Booth?
right.
Ms. Walker,